was like, I know. Charlie, I love you. I'm glad we're still working together, and I'm happy to be here at your roast. Thanks, everybody. Matt Sadler, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it is now time for us all to get a taste of his dick medicine. He gets to get us back. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, and if we could cue the music one more time for the man of the hour, the man we're all here to see and honor and feel sorry for, the host of the Hodgecast, Mr. Charlie Hodge.
There's my girl, Samantha. I don't know why they call this thing a roast. They ought to call it a broil. Isn't that where you have like hot liquid boiling inside of a contained unit? I'm saying I've got to piss. On the streets with those snowplow teeth, everybody look out! The stick part of it? Is that all? Is it a package deal? Is it like a Time Warner bundle? I used to go to Chicago all the time. Dan. It's Dan, right? We've only had one dinner together. We all ate deep fried foods. It's the first time Jaime's ever been relieved in his whole life. Oh! I'm not with the fish taco crowd again. Yeah. Give me the fried liver with the liver gravy. There's a little Mary in there. I'm just settling in for the night. Don't you touch my drink. I've been roofied twice in my life, Dan. And I don't reckon on you being the third. Technically, you may not actually be the third. Even if you were to produce a roofie right now and crowd as my witness, if you were to watch me take said roofie, pretend you have a roofie. Pretend, what's Dan paying me a roofie for? What if I just, oh, you elbowed me in the balls, and that's why it's like, oh damn it, there's only one thing that settles a ball elbowing, and that's a roofie. Now you give it over right now, and luckily you have one. I hate to tell you this, technically I didn't just take that roofie. Not just because it was a make-believe roofie that Dan, it's Dan, right? Dan pulled out of his, no doubt, someone sold at a sale men's warehouse suit that had, someone definitely died in that suit. He bought that at a fucking Goodwill after a shyster-ass funeral director fucking took it off the dead body and then shoved the corpse in a pine box and burned it up. Then he laughed and threw money in the air, and he did one of these. He's like, I got so much money from them. Goes through a curtain. Is there a curtain up here? There's a curtain over there. I'm looking at a curtain. I got my forward vision and my reverse vision all backwards. Anyway, what I'm saying is you're a really shyster of a funeral directors. You're going to throw it. If you die, you're going to go to his place? You. No! No! Joe, help me. You deal with the public all the time. You're a teacher. Doesn't it look like he tried to do the something about Mary? Yeah. It looks like he got flushed in Carlton's bathroom from Fresh Prince. My toilet gives you a snazzy swirly. That's the benefit of being rich. Anyone ever think about how could a taxi driver that smelled as bad as the intro song to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, how could a cabbie that smelled that bad know where fucking Bel-Air is? Oh, that's my one. I don't know, that's my one. Put it on the board. God, I wasted it right there, Joe. That was an off-the-cuff thing. That's not even on any of the papers. And I don't have anything on my... Uh-oh. Look out. Can you hold that? I made fun of you. Hang on. I really don't want a third roofie. I got into a coffin after taking a roofie, and I don't remember ever getting out. why I'm worried. That's why, technically, the fake roofie you gave me, maybe I never took it. Because maybe none of this is real. I was in a fraternity, and I was graduating college. And I got into a coffin after a kid from California told me this would make my headache go away. I drank like Hemingway in college, but like Hemingway, unless a young boy from California put it in his mouth, he never took it, except alcohol. And I took that day, and I don't remember what happened. Someone showed me a picture of me urinating on the front row of some sorority girls over there to applaud my exodus from the coffin. I woke up on the roof of a mentally incapable school near my rented house, covered in orange juice. Like the pulp, the full pulp kind. Like my chest hair. I'm woolly like Robin Williams. Not quite as woolly as Robin Williams. You could pour moonshine through him and it would be filtered by his toes. But I was covered in orange juice. And then I got this thing. I was going to tell everyone what I'd learned about you on Facebook. Because I didn't know, I know Brent. And I had dinner with Dan and Jaime. Chad down there. Shit, man. We might as well be strangers. Uh-oh. Have y'all ever seen Forrest Gump? That's like the feather. Only rather than waste 3 hours watching that nimblip conquer the world, my feather came right back. Alright. Now, I'm going to take you on a guided tour. Dan was the first. What I wrote was Dan, the Amish guy that didn't come running at his lap because he lost his hat. That was the only line. And then I wrote a picture of some stick figures doing it. And the page is titled Heart Disease. I bring that up, Dan, because of no fault of your own, Dan. Unless you were part of the syndicate, Dan. Was I at dinner with y'all where you told me that the rumor was I had heart disease and I was dead or dying?
Yeah, Bobby. So Bobby's another one of our co-founders at the Austin Roasters Club. He was with us, couldn't be here tonight, and he had heard somewhere that Charlie just got out of some sort of like biopsy major heart surgery thing, and so his first line to Charlie was, "How you doing?"
That'll do my time. I just needed you to confirm that someone we have both seen told me the rumor on the street is that I have heart disease and I'm dying. And I did proceed to order the chicken fried steak, taking one of the 4 out of 5 dentists / it's okay to eat this Jaime's off the docket. Another deep fried covered in gravy? Ay, Dios mío, way. But anyway, I don't have heart disease. I feel like I've been portrayed tonight as lethargic. Well, I was telling Matt on the ride here, like, oh, I didn't want to get up and come to this. And I can smell my daughter's poop on me still, and I don't know where it is. Did I wipe it in my hair? I changed clothes completely except for my underwear, but I was wearing pants when I changed her. How did the baby dookie get in there? How did the baby dookie get in there? That ought to be the title of this whole roast. How did the baby dookie get in there? Next, we go on to Brent. Brent got what we call old finger cuffs. His stick figure lady's getting double-ended, like Chinese finger handcuffs. And you were like, well, no one knows about them, and it's like they're like the sickle cell charity. You get like $4 a year. Part of it's canned goods, but they're like, we'll take it. Is it pumpkin pie filling? No? Yeah, bring it in. Even sickle cells gotta eat. You know what I'm talking about, Brent? You do, because you are black. You look like the professor that got the job the year before Indiana Jones. You were going to go out there and conquer the ruins, and instead, the other guy showed up with the whip and the pistol. You had like a compass, both kind, the direction kind and the pointy fucking circly kind. And you were like, I'm going to draw circles and we'll make them Columbus, and I'm going to find a monkey head made of gold. When Harrison Ford sidekicked you out of the way, you hit a water fountain so hard, you spent a week having the compass, not the pointy kind, ironically, removed from your appendix scar. He had a fresh appendix operation in this scenario. None of these people know that, though, Brent. Are you lying to me right now? How old did you think the scar is? Because I have a month in my head. I need to know. Plus or minus 1 month. How old's your goddamn appendix scar? How old? His lack of answer means only one thing. He lacks the same vision I do. What I'm trying to say is you look like a silly version of Harrison Ford. If you were trapped on an island with Anne Heche, she would make you pretend to be a lady and you'd tuck your junk and then she would gnaw your fupa. She would gnaw your fupa like a beaver that wants to chop down a middle-aged fat guy's upper pubic area and then make a dam out of it. Only she realizes halfway through, I can't possibly make a dam out of this fat, hairy fupa. So you know what? You get married and you listen to the Everly Brothers. Because you don't want to be cliche and listen to Melissa Etheridge, but you listen to something close. Everly Brothers. You could say that in lesbian company with loud chatter and people think you said it. Because their ears are trained. You know what I'm talking about, Foshby? You kept talking about how long we've known each other. And I don't want to tarnish that. How am I doing on the stool? We getting close? Loafer's still in front. You guys are holding tight. You gotta let me know if I pass that loafer. It's like a warning track in baseball. I'm like Willie Mays Hayes going for a ball. Where's my warning track? If you don't give me a warning track, you're personally responsible. And I know Wayne Wright. I deserve respect, goddammit. Where were we, Foshby? Oh, anyway. That's the whole point, Foshby. I thought your name had a B in it the whole time. And while I'm about to make fun of you, this is the part where I give love. I was laughing, I was like, stupid Foshby, his name's Foshy. Then I realized I'm partially dyslexic. And as you've all pointed out, I'm poorly educated, but yet I rose to a high level of education. Every time I see you, you're living proof from now on. But I don't know how to read. I don't really know how to write or communicate in a modern way. Old Foshby. The guy who had a simple spelling of a name. See, look at me, Nelling. I'm like Nell. That stupid character that can't even speak. Wayne, what's a Nell phrase? You do an impression. Wayne, give me a Nell.
Like a train going in the wind.
I like that. I like that he did that, and I like that you saved it. And I also like that I do no boundary stage roasting comedy return. I would have been so happy to let that glass smash. Who out there wants to see a glass smash? While I am hairy like Robin Williams, I am no Greek. I will not throw my glass down and break it. Why? Because Tim League does not mess around if you mess with his establishment. Seriously, you meet Tim League and he's got like the Converse shoes on and the shirt that has like the Spam can, but it's misspelled and it says amps. I mean, I get it, it's a logo, but then it says amps. That throws you off. I woke up one night and he was wearing the Mission Impossible getup and he was hanging from my ceiling. I was sitting down to pee, which is odd that he did enough research to know that I sat down to pee. And he was hanging about curtain rod length away from me. Not up at the curtain rod, but measure a curtain rod length upward. And that's the length he had, till he reached me. But he didn't do one piece of research. I yawned when I midnight pee. And I saw night vision goggling straight down at me like a banjo minnow sees a bass coming at it. Anyway, League, I'm on to you. He was behind this rolling podium, wasn't he? Farting. Sassafras and League. How'd I do, Joe? I haven't gotten anyone, really, have I? Give me a mic and I will talk. Leon, hey!